all of you here today with us as we pay tribute to my father. We thank him for a life of sacrifice. While we celebrate his life, we also acknowledge all of the suffering happened to my father, and I've taken painstaking detail to be very clear that it wasn't his heart. My father's blood vessels were damaged to a very significant degree from the years of not fasting for health or nutrition reasons, but for starving himself to bring attention to the ugliness in the world. Aware of what that sacrifice meant, his family was aware, I was aware of what that sacrifice meant, and what an absolute pleasure to have a man that gave so much live to be 84 years old.
All right, so that was just Dick Gregory's son. And the thing that, because I'm just going to dive right in, the thing that should alarm you the most, that should just trigger you off, is he kept referring to his dad as a sacrifice. And then at the end, when he was talking about Martin Luther King and Medgar Evers and shenanigans, I don't remember who else, but when he was talking about the kids, the families probably was still there, he was like, thank you for, basically your loved one being a sacrifice as well. I'm like, so it kind of feels like the conspiracy world could have been right, that, Dick Gregory was exposing too much and telling too much. But I mean, hey, like his son said, the family's basically okay with the sacrifice because his dad lived to see 84 years old. So when I tell you there's over 60 years of Dick Gregory telling just the raw truth, you will find it. And these last couple of years, I'm sorry for the ticking. The last couple of years, he was like hitting home with a lot of stuff, and it made sense, the way he broke it down for you, it really made sense. The son was talking about it was not a heart condition that Dick Gregory died from, that it was because of his nerves and stuff, because he was basically starving himself to death. And I do know in some of the videos Dick Gregory had some like green, like leafy looking stuff. It was real thick green shake like thing, he had been drinking and stuff like that. And, in a vegan society, that is not uncommon. I didn't really think like he kind of talked about it, but I guess I just feel like he was just being just real pro-health, but just not just literally starving himself. You know what I'm saying? I just thought he was being real pro-health, but his son, said he was basically starving himself to, just to bring the truth to the world. So, I feel like they're at peace with his demise. I feel like, they got to enjoy him for a great deal of their life and his life, and, the wife even longer than that. So, well, I'm not real sure how long they was married, but I'm just saying, he lived a long, fulfilled life. Longer than expected in the line of business he was in. And what I mean by the line of business he was in is that, he was exposing so much truth. That's why, like, if you're real big on that Illuminati conspiracy type thing and the whole religious type thing, because it's all really tied in together. I'm thinking about doing something like that later in another video. But it is some conspiracies out there that, he's not dead, that he was paid to go off. I honestly feel like, he's deceased. I do. I feel like he's deceased. And with the nerve thing, I'm not sure if I'm really gonna buy that right out the gate, because I haven't come across anything else that says otherwise other than it being the heart. But anytime I feel like the elites are involved, there's always something of the heart, cardiac arrest or a drug overdose or something like that. And if I'm not mistaken, he did battle some drug addictions, a long while back or whatnot. Um, but if you want to see the conspiracy side, just Google like Dick Gregory exposed or conspiracies or something like that, and I'm quite sure you'll come across some of the things that I came across. But all in all, I just wanted to give my moneymakers what I told them I had coming up for them, because I recently had a moneymaker to ask, hey, where's the Dick Gregory video? And I'm like, yes, honey, I do have it coming. I had the stuff laid out. I just hadn't got around to editing this because I've been so busy with the Kanika Jenkins stuff, which, wow, this is crazy, because this is actually how I found out Dick Gregory was dead. On September the 16th, I'm doing my investigation about the Kanika Jenkins, and I was going specifically looking for Dick Gregory and see if anybody had interviewed him and asked him, how he felt about the situation, as of that time. And lo and behold, September the 26th is when they had his memorial. Now, he died August the 19th, and they had his memorial September the 16th. And they did a live broadcasting, which I got to watch on YouTube, and I actually caught it at the very beginning. And that was just meant for me, because it's like, those that just really know me and talk to me on that type of level know how I feel about Dick Gregory. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I found out he was dead. So that is really just motivated me to have this whole I Know I'm Late segment, and y'all stay tuned for that. So make sure you hit your notifications so y'all can get the upcoming stuff. I am going to do like this Martin Luther King thing that he had touched on, because, and only because, the Billy Cowes guy, I actually met him in person. And I really wish I could find the book where, I got his autograph. We took pictures and all kind of stuff. I was in high school, and that was 10, 12 years ago. So at that time, probably like 13, 14 years ago, when I met him and everything. And I'm going to just tell you the story, that he told us, that I remember him talking about and everything. But Dick Gregory does have a segment on it, and if you want to get a sneak peek before I give my commentary, feel free to do so. Just type in like Dick Gregory, Martin Luther King, and it'll come up about Billy Cowes. But yes, y'all, if anything else stands out about Dick Gregory that I feels like is relevant for his death, because they did keep his body out damn near a month, his memorial was closed casket, so that's why we have these conspiracies going on. Y'all please stay tuned to my next video, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Peace, love, hair grease.